Gian, congratulations. What an incredible performance you have just done up there, the opening game of the session. During the game, did you know how good that performance was?
Yes and no. You know, I think when I was like 6-2 or 7-2 up, I looked at the average and on the screen and saw 107. I was like, it's not bad. I was just hoping to continue it, and then in the end to see it was even better than what I saw is always good. But you know, averages and good performance is always nice. But you know, at the end you just want to get the result, and that's what I've done today.
Is that your best performance on TV on a big stage, do you think?
Maybe. You know, last year at the Grand Slam I had some high averages. I think I beat Ryan Joyce in the last 16 with a 106, 107 in the best of 19 as well. But I think in such a long format, yeah, this is one of my best performances on TV. Yeah.
Doing that on the big stages, does that give you the confidence that a big title isn't far away?
Yeah, of course. But you know, I've been showing it on the Euro Tour for the whole year. Whenever I lost a game, it was always a high quality game. I never disappointed myself with the averages wise as well. Never dropped down below 90 or something on the big stage. So I always knew this was in the locker, but of course to do it here on TV and the European Championship to show what I'm capable of is always nice. And yeah, who knows? Maybe a big title is around the corner.
Your story can be real inspirational. because I remember where you were, obviously with the dartitis, almost thinking I'm not even going to play. To putting in those kind of performances is a real inspirational story to anyone that's having problems with technique or whatever, that there is a light at the end of the tunnel and you can overcome anything if you've got the right mindset.
Yeah, for sure. As you said, when I struggled with dartitis, I nearly quit darts. You know, I felt like I didn't want to play anymore, but you know, I kept on going, and at this moment I'm really happy I did, because you know, I could have had an office job from 9 to 5 every day, but here I am, and it's a struggle, dartitis. I know what it's like, but really winning games, getting confidence is what helped me get through it. And yeah, you know, it's been a massive road, but I'm lucky I'm still playing darts.
I know you don't like to talk about it, but social media is on fire at the moment, and performances like that aren't going to help, but you're putting yourself in the frame for a lot of things here. If you keep doing that, you're going to be hard to ignore for things like Premier League, World Series.
Well, hopefully, you know, as long as you know, if I'm always happy to be in contest, like in the contest of being in the Premier League. If everyone's mentioning my name, then I'm already happy. But you know, as soon as I get the invite, and I 100% accept it. But you know, I'm still number 16 or 18. I don't know.
15 now.
15 now. Okay, number 15 in the world. You know, there's only 8 players in there, so many players are before me. But you know, as long as I keep putting in these performances, then who knows?
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Thank you.
Gian, well done on that performance. On commentary, Chris Mason called you a generational talent. What's it like hearing compliments from someone who's played the game, been there and done that?
Of course, it's amazing. But a generational talent, you know, I'm in the same generation as Luke Littler. It's a bit difficult to say I'm a generational talent, but to see where I came from in the past 3 years, it's gone so quickly. Top 16 in the world now, but you know, it's obviously amazing to hear these words from such a great player as Chris Mason.
What's changed this year? Because you mentioned in the Euro Tour you've been really consistent, even when you lose, and it's with great performances. Same with the Pro Tour as well. What's different this year compared to previous years?
I think experience. You know, all the venues I've come to, I've already been there before. I know what it's like in the practice area, on stage, like after the matches, with like this press conferences, social media, stuff like that. I already know what is coming. So I think that's the massive change for this year. That's why I feel even more comfortable than I was last year. So I think that's why I can produce good averages week in, week out, and that's what I'm doing at the moment. And you know, as long as it's happening like this, I'm really enjoying it.
And next up is either Ryan Joyce or Martin Schindler. We know Martin gets a lot of support in Germany. If it was to be Martin, do you think you'll be able to cope with the crowd if they do get on your back for key moments?
Yeah, I think so. I've played Martin loads of times in Germany before on the European Tour, so I know what it's like to be here, like to to silence the crowd. Hopefully, you know, if you start well like I did today, if you got 4-1, 5-1 or 5-2 up, just silence the crowd, and then hopefully don't give him a sniff so that the crowd doesn't get a chance to support him. And that, you know, that's the job you need to do when you play Martin here in Germany. But if you don't, it's always going to be difficult also. You know, Martin is a fantastic player, top 16 player in himself, so it's going to be a difficult one. But like, you know, even if Ryan beats Martin today, it's going to be also difficult. So we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Thank you, Gian. Well done today.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, congrats. Just a week ago in Hildesheim, you told me that Dortmund is a special place for you. And entering the venue, playing up down that stage, did you feel that special spirit in Dortmund?
Yeah, of course. You know, 2 years ago I made my first and only ever major semi-final here, and it's always nice to be back here. You know, it's only two and a half hours away from my home, so it's one of the closest one as well. So always special to be back here, and it's, you know, at the start of the year, when all the European tours are happening, that's the aim for the end of the year, to be here in Dortmund, and I'm always happy to be here. So yeah, of course, it's a special tournament.
Just read that you're trying to get tickets for Dortmund this evening.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched the Bundesliga game, and have you made any progress in
I think, last year I went to Borussia Mönchengladbach, the last game against Wolfsburg, which ended in like 1-0 or 0-0, so it wasn't a very exciting game. But you got tickets for tonight?
No, I'll be working.
Okay, boo. No, I would love to get some tickets for tonight, and you know, who knows? It's going to be a great atmosphere. So yeah, hopefully I'll be there.